Yeah, now it's connected.
Right? And now you find the four buttons in the top left corner.
Yeah, yeah,
Now the first one is the video. Can you say which one is the video?
yeah.
Yes, sir. Namaskaram, sir.
Wanna go, sir? So can we share the file also, right? I can share the file, right?
Presentation with you. So you have to unmute the second button from the top.
Now it's okay?
Yeah, now it's okay, fine.
Yeah.
So you can share in two ways. Like one, you can share the screen, and then you can select the file. Or else, you can send the file to us so that we will upload it in the slides button.
1 second. I'll just, this is the files, there we can share, or where is the share column?
Below the files, you will find the slides.
Yeah, slides, yeah.
You just click that slides.
Okay.
Add
Add
a
a
new presentation. There, you click, you type the presentation name, just PPT. You just type the name PPT.
Okay.
And you can browse the next, you click the next browse button.
Read this, Okay, browse upload file.
Yeah, upload file, that's all. So it will be on. Once you upload, it will ask you preview. You have to enter preview.
Okay.
Otherwise,
this file will be loaded because it's a confidential. I cannot share.
No. It will be only in your server. Only with Webinar Jam server and.
Okay.
I think our chairman also joined the room.
Okay.
Good afternoon, sir.
Upload. This maximum size is 80 MB only, yeah?
Mr. Rajesh, what's the size of your file?
Because here it is restriction is 80 MB, but
Okay,
my sizes will be definitely higher.
Then we will do one thing. You have the third button from the top left. That is the screen share option.
Better I'll do screen sharing. Yeah, that
You
will be
just will have a try.
better. Yeah, this is possible.
Screen share is not enabled.
You have to ask your IT person. No, I'm getting a screen actually. 1 second. It is possible. Share. Now we are getting a screen.
Yeah, sure. Yes.
You got
Now
the screen.
You need to change it into slide view window. Yes.
Now it's slide view only, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so this is coming, right? So you will ask how many participants you are planning actually?
Around 180. We have around 187 participants as of now.
So that when they log in, their webcam and mic and all will be mute and
yes,
right?
It will be
This
automatically muted in this. Yes.
Okay. So then we can take. I think now the sharing is happened now. Okay.
Yes. Good afternoon, participants. Just hold on the line itself. Since we faced some technical issues, we gone live. So the session will start in another 2 to 5 minutes. Yes, it's visible. It's perfect.
Right.
So once you start sharing the presentation, we all will go, video off mode, so that the
Yes,
whole
sir.
video is clear. Varsha, can you try
Yeah.
that? Varsha, can you switch off your video for a while? Okay, is that clear now?
Now from my side, only slide only is there, right?
Yes. The whole window.
No video.
Participants can see only your presentation slides.
Right.
And if you want, you can switch on your video,
Ah.
so that your photo will be on the thumbnail. Your video will be on the thumbnail. Can you switch on
Yeah,
the
better
video?
maybe, because again I have to cancel slide view again coming inside, I think.
No issues. No issues. You can go to the window and you can click the video on.
Okay.
You go to the webinar
Initially-
tab.
Ah. Yeah.
Now just turn video on button.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are on the
No.
thumbnail. Now you can go to the slide show window.
Now it is the slideshow is showing, na?
Yeah, slideshow with your photo and with your video in the thumbnail.
It is there. Okay. Right.
So initially, let me welcome the participants, and then Varsha will introduce about you, and then you can take over the session. Sir, hope we can start the session. Rajesh sir, can you hear me? Rajesh sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, no, it's okay. Yeah.
Okay, I will switch off the screen share now.
Yeah.
After that, you can open the window. Varsha?
Okay, sir.
Sir, your video.
One second. Yeah.
Fine. So, welcome back with good afternoon to all the participants. Today, one day online workshop was going good with two of the sessions have been already completed. The first one was by Dr. Arunachalam from IIT Madras. He explained about the digital twin and was very informative. And the second one was by Dr. Swarna Ravindra Babu. He is the founder and CEO of Kuvam Smart Systems Private Limited. He has touched upon the topics in industrial IoT, and the today's last session by Mr. Rajesh. He is from Yaskawa Motorman, and thanks for being here, sir. Thanks for accepting our request. And small information: Yaskawa is the number one highest number of robots selling in India as of now. And we are proud to have Mr. Rajesh representing Yaskawa Robotics. And I request Ms. Varsha to introduce about Mr. Rajesh.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Varsha, pursuing second year mechanical engineering at Chennai Institute of Technology. Don't limit your challenges, challenge your limits. One such challenging person is Mr. Rajesh Raghavan, AGM, Yaskawa Robotics Division. He currently holds the position of AGM at Yaskawa India Private Limited. He takes care of the robotic sales in India and Sri Lanka market. Before Yaskawa, he had worked as a senior manager at OTC Robotics. He has handled over 3,000 robots in his vast career expanding over 15 years. He closely works with many leading automotive industries like Ford, Nissan, Toyota, Kia, Daimler, and Hyundai. In addition to this, he works with Korean and other Asian countries. Although his area of specialization is economics, his passion for robots has took him to his greater achievements in the field of industrial robots and automation. He is an expert in industrial robots and he facilitates in customized robotic application system in various fields. We are glad to have you, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks, Varsha. Thanks for the introduction about Mr. Rajesh. So over to you, Mr. Rajesh.
So thank you, sir. First of all, thank you very much to CIT team to arranging this nice event, and it's my pleasure to participate to talking about Industry 4.0. So today I will start I'm planning to give a 1 hour session talking about what kind of industrial robotic applications are there, what is the opportunity students are studying in the robotics, and how robots are involved with the Industry 4.0. And Yaskawa, what we are doing in education, globally also and domestic or India also. That's what small presentation I'll cover up. Okay. And whatever queries, anything, you can write a mail to me. One-to-one, I am ready to share the data. So now I'll start presentation activity. So I'll put my video also off actually. So hope now the screen's slide view, it is there, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll start
Perfect.
now. Yeah. So welcome from Yaskawa. Basically, Yaskawa is a Japanese company. We have a factory in Japan where we make industrial robots and servo motor basically. and we have a robotic manufacturing plant in Japan where the robots make robots. And Escova basically a more than 100 years old company. We started in 1915. In India, Escova presence, like we have a training center in Chennai, Bangalore, Pune, and Gurgaon, all the places. India, we have installed more than 8,500 plus robots we have installed. Escova, we talk about our product like one is the robots and motors and drives. We are in this segment actually. I belong to the robotic division. So basically, if we talk about robots, in India, we have sold any OEM, if you talk about our Escova presence is there. Like arc welding, spot welding, different types of robots we have. Handling robots, pick pack palletizing robot, press tending robot, painting robot. If you see like TVS, Apache vehicle, bike, auto, Ashok Leyland, Nissan, Hyundai, all the car painted by Escova robots. Two-wheeler, three-wheeler, four-wheeler, like nowadays everyone, any application, if you talk about arc welding, spot welding, everything is all different robots only it is running. And the now new generation robot is coming like a dual arm robot. It's like a human, more than 15 axis robots. And we have a collaboration also we started now. So if you talk about arc welding, we have a different variety of robot, and why the reason for going for arc welding robots instead of man, because the hand to hand the variation will be there. You need to depend on the skilled labor. Nowadays getting a labor is very difficult, and the human working in the welding application very risky for smoke as well as the current welding and all. It is a high risky job. So robots made for this kind of job. So using a robot hand to hand, there is no variation. Like a robot, if you are doing morning programming welding continuously 24/7, the consistency will be there. And gas, consumable, wire, everything is same. Instead of hand by doing before lunch one production, after lunch one production. But here it is nothing. Like 24/7, you will have a consistency. That is the reason small companies also going for the robots. See, our welding robot, like these are the major company like a Bajaj, JBM, TVS, Yoruzu and all, they are using more than 350 plus robots. If you are going to the shop floor, you will see only the robots are working completely. And Escova having a complete solution like a robot with the welding machines also. Together we are giving. And other robots like spot welding robots. If you see that car body, Hyundai complete body, that everything done by a spot welding application. And we have a very different robots for the model for spot welding like Honda, Vitek, Capero, Maruti, some of the OEM who's using our spot welding robot. And we are talking about handling robots also for small pick and place application, loading machine tending application. We have a start from Moto Mini, the small robot you can carry by hand also. What it is showing Moto Mini half kg payload robot. You can carry by a robot by hand, Moto Mini, and 8 kg, 12 kg. Different payload robots are available. In Escova, there is a 180 plus different model robots Escova produce basically. And we have a higher payload handling robot also. Complete car body can handle by one single robot. We have 1,000 kg robots, 60 to maximum 1,000 kg robots we are using. Even Asahi glasses, LG, we supplied the very big robot. Reliance also for palletizing applications and all, they are using a robots. And the press tending robot like a Daimler and MSI, Hyundai, Tier 1, Hyundai, all the press tending application very risky for human. Wherever these applications all very risky for the human to work. A lot of accident happened, like some companies OEM for press operation operator and all, they lost their hands, life. So in this case, that robots help human to work on this kind of risky locations. We have supplied a very good penetration in the press tending application also. Toyota, Honda, Vitek, MSI, UMW, Dongxin, Suzuki, all the OEM. They are using, if you go to their shop floor, you will see this kind of robots. Next is the paint robot. Paint is because the human overall working in the paint booth, their life cycle, the lungs and all, there is a lot of issues. So because of that, always every company for the painting they deployed robots only. We have a variety of different model payload reach robots, and we supply the robot to not only automotive, non-automotive also, like a diamond manufacturer, Swarovski, we supply the robot, tractor industry, and Kia Automotive latest facility, they are using more than 80 robots, complete car painted by robots. And we supply TVS also for two-wheeler, auto, Ashok Leyland, they are using Escava, Hyundai using Escava robots. Then the robots are used maximum nowadays in the FMCG segment, like a Humami, Unilever. Those industries also, not only automotive, that FMCG segment also, they are using robots, pick, pack, palletizing robots and all. Escava into the collaborative robot also. Nowadays, people are looking at collaborative robot where the human and robot can work together. So we have start manufacturing collaborative robot also. We supply to Hero, Toyota, Suzuki and all, where the robot and human can work together. You don't need a fencing, you don't need any safety requirement, like assembly kind of applications. Collaborative robots started working along with the human. And we have Escava, there is other segment like a servo motor, motion control product. Like we supply to BHEL, Asian Paint, JSW, Indian Oil, Railway, Atlas Copco. These are the cement metal industry, elevators industry, rubber and plastic, automobile, where majorly these applications are all using this equipment. In nutshell, like if you see, I'm just telling these are the information overall students finishing the classes. You should learn the robotics, because when you are coming out, you should work with the robots only. If you go to any company, cycle industry, two-wheeler industry, three-wheeler, four-wheeler, truck, even non-automotive like FMCG company. So this is the right opportunity. You should learn the robotic, overall know the robots, the latest models, programming, teaching and all. There is a big opportunities are outside. For example, arc welding robot. If you talk about two-wheeler, chassis, frame component, exhaust component, fuel tank, seat frame, panel, even ATM case done by robot, agriculture equipment. In spot also, like I told you, that car door, body, bumper, electrical panel, airbag retainer, handling application like a bumper handling, headlamp handling, truck body handling, muffler handling, press application like 1,010, 1,210, different press handling robots, paint like a bumper, car body, chassis, truck body, even that pure painting also be supplied. So there is a big opportunity. Like overall student, they can put the resume, they know the robot programming. Very big opportunities are there in terms of application engineer, programming, teaching engineer, service engineer, sales engineer. When I started my career, not that much. Now, big demand. So selling robots, because we are selling averagely in India 1,200 robots per year, every year. So last 10 years we started and we are doing every year. Even nowadays, this Corona, after Corona, the demand is more because of social distance with the human. They cannot, company cannot manufacture that much productivity with the social distance. So the robot, will have TVS and all, they are using 300 plus robots. So after governments give the approval, immediately they start the production for export line because of robots. Human, they cannot do with the social distance, the productivity will be less. Robots is don't need any social distance. It can work continuously. So all the OEM automotive company, Hyundai, Kia, Nissan, these people are, when the government give the permission, they can start up just input component, output component only. In between, robot will take care. These are a lot of applications where the robots are using. And we have a lot of partners in India who selling our robots, complete line, 30 robot, 40 robot, complete line built by the system integrator like ARC, and different partners, different application people are available. Wherever we are selling, we are connecting the colleges and all, we link with this. So we take the placement consultancy also. So we can do the internship, all. We have a very big database. Painting system integrator, separate team is there, education separately, material handling separately, ARC and all. Spot welding system integrator, that is a line builder. And these are the automotive, some of the automotive Escava users. If you talk about Toyota, Honda, Suzuki, Hyundai, Nissan, Yoruzu, the Tier 1 company, Magna, Washin, this is a Chennai major, lot of companies are the JBM and all. We have a big presence in automotive, and as well as the same way non-automotive companies also, like PepsiCo, L&T, Reliance, helmet manufacturer, we supply the robot, diamond manufacturers, the Prestige, we supply the robot, Arasan Soap in Coimbatore and Pondicherry for palletizing application, we supply the robot, aerospace, car parking system, gym equipment manufacturers. So it is nowadays everywhere people are looking at robots to do that because of they have orders, they need a productivity more and rejection less and cost effective solution. So very big demand for the robotic engineer in the future. Overall studying, you have to study. There is no other way because nowadays earlier it is only mechatronics student to have a robotic platform and all. Now it is no matter which department you are. IT people, we have supplied the robot to Wipro, we supplied the robot to TCS, Dell, because IT Bangalore companies are making a programming in Germany, GM facility, GM factory in Germany, Brazil, where the car manufacturing is going on. They are not able to make the new line programming. They are outsourcing to the Indian IT company. So IT companies are making a robotic teaching. So they are buying a robot. So IT department students also should learn robotics. So robotics is doesn't matter like which department. Every department we have to go with the robotic knowledges. These are the like some of the non-automotive company like transformer, railway industry, gym equipment, valve, hospital bed manufacturer, furniture industries. A lot of industries where other than non-automotive also adding robots for the different application. We supplied Coimbatore for the industrial speaker manufacturer. For the spray application, we supplied the robot. Different bricks industries are using a robots. In Coimbatore, more than 10 plus robots we supplied for the bricks industries. Because the bricks industry is also nowadays it's coming like a shop floor industry. Otherwise, the rains climate they will not able to produce the bricks. Now, any climate they don't want they can produce bricks and all. So handling complete automation they are doing. And talking about Industry 4.0, how the robots link with the Industry 4.0. Because the latest development everyone is talking about Industry 4.0 IoT and all. Escava also developed their own protocol called like iCube Mechatronic. You know that mechatronic, that word is created by Escava. If you can go to the Google Wikipedia, if you can put mechatronic, that word is created very long back. Escava, one of Escava engineers in Japan, that sometime there was patent also. Then only they opened to the public. You can go through the Wikipedia, you will get a whole history. So Escava developed their own protocol also, platform iCube Mechatronic. So I'm going to explain like how the robots work with the Industry 4.0. Now we are talking about IoT, big data, cloud computing, and all. Escava also developing a computer vision, AI. And embedded software also we are developing, simulation tool, product development, localization also we are doing with IoT. Our Bangalore we have R&D center. So now, for example, we are supplying so many robots for TVS, Bosch in India. They are using is 200, 300 robot. So their maintenance people difficult to go every robot to take the backup. If any problem happen, what is the log and all. So Escava developing a platform called like iCube Mechatronic, just like integrated, intelligent, innovative. So it is like a solution combines software, hardware with the attributes. So all the robots link with the controller, and controller link with the ERP. Their company, for example, TVS is having a 300 plus robots in Mysore, Hosur, Himachal, different plant location. Their central team, maintenance team is sitting in Hosur. From Hosur, they can operate all the pan-India factories, robot backup. If any problem happen, they can check everything. How it is like Escava installing a software with the robots. So with the sitting Hosur, they can open the robot in the line Mysore plant. They can check the robot. What is the condition, log, backup, diagnose the robot, what is the life cycle, each access, how it is happened, maintenance schedule. Otherwise, they have to go every robot and do the backup. Now we connect. Even if they open their cloud password, I can operate a robot from Chennai to Mysore, operate in cloud only. Even my Japanese counterpart can log in the robot from Japan, we can operate. Toyota and all, we work like this. If any problem, because Toyota always manufacture different, we are supplying to Toyota for different specification. For those robots, some any issues happen, we do online support only. So from Japan, engineer is working Bangalore Toyota robot. They can work. So our robots are ready to go with the Industry 4.0, and we have established this kind of platform, IQ Mechatronic. So this using IQ Mechatronic installation in the factory, so they can have a visualization, high efficiency productivity, good quality productivity, non-stop production. So failure prediction, everything we can do advancedly. You will get a clear picture what is running, how it is running, product to product change, everything automatically, every aspect it's covered. So this IQ Mechatronic, it's our Escava own platform, and we are also selling to different OEM actually. This is like how we are working with the robot with the Escava cockpit. That Escava IQ Mechatronic having an inbuilt software of Escava cockpit. From operator status to failure prediction, everything we can connect with the computer. This kind of cell like a complete robot with a multi-tooling. You can easily stable and unvaried production. Like it is not needed only one model production. You can change the production X, Y, Y, Z, any production robot automatically. So we have developed the AI. Our robot artificial intelligence can check with the ATC automatic tool changing. So you can do multi. Because of that, you can have a better productivity compared to earlier version after install this IQ Mechatronic and all. Real-time management for each order we can take. Visualization of the production process completely. If we can go to our facility in Japan, where the Iruma one location, robotic manufacturing facility completely implemented this IQ Mechatronic. If your friends or your management team, anybody traveling to Japan, please let me know so we can arrange a visit to our facility. Very interested to see this. You can see how IoT Industry 4.0 live demonstration, live production, how it is going on. That we can see. This is how our IoT services like a robotic, we can sitting in central place, we can check our all the robot data collection and analysis, predictive maintenance activity, communication via different Escava protocol like a Motorman Cloud, Motorman Touchy, different app we have established, and monitoring completely centralized control operating status, checking the robot motion, reachability, everything we can do in our IoT software. So the same way it has happened, like from sitting also, they can operate a Mysore robot also, Himachal robot also. This is useful for the industries. So otherwise they have so many robots, the maintenance very difficult. Now because of IoT and all, they can connect 20 robot with the one computer, one software. One maintenance operator sitting in the computer, he can connect all the robot backup one shot, fraction of second. So lot of time saving. And he can check all the particular robot, what has happened, what is the log, any problem happened, and when the particular robot maintenance schedule. Even we can go with a little bit advanced, like robotic harmonic completely. We can check the life of the robot, what is how many hours is running, whether grease is good, status, everything we can do. Completely diagnose of robots also we can possible with our IoT. So our robots are equipped for the current Industry 4.0. This is how all our supplied robots are connected. If a company want to know, they are doing a one VMC, one robot is loading, unloading is happened at the 6 month, they will check the data, how many hours the machine is ideal, how many hours the robot is ideal for the machine, breakdown, every data they can take it. Because from our robot, you can take all the data, which current, which voltage, what are the access, torque, everything we can take it. So that way, the manufacturing setup is happening right now. And Escava also, like we are establishing nowadays with colleges like CIT also, we are start dialogue actually. We are establishing a center of excellence. These are some of the university where we have established, and we supplied a lot of robots to ITA also. Different ITA we supplied, more than 10 ITA we have supplied the robot. because we also saw that what is the gap between industry needs expectation and what is the output college engineering colleges people are coming out. So ESCOM also decided that we want to connect, actually we want to develop the skill development, and we are giving a value added support, and we are developing as colleges like as per the industry needs. That is our main motto, because our Japanese also here we are doing a business, and we saw there is a lot of gap for the industries and universities. Last 4 years before, don't have a Yaskawa, no single robot in education. Now we have more than 70 plus robots are there in education sectors, and we do a lot of value added, actually, to connect the industries with the universities and all. Directly we come, we can establish and all. And the Yaskawa having a own academy in Europe, US, Japan and all. India also we are starting very soon Yaskawa Academy. So these are the one of some of the global Yaskawa presence in education. Just I want to run a small presentation on this EduCAT and all, like a robotic training platform which is using in Europe, Yaskawa Europe STEM program. Different module like a STEM program is basically they are doing like a undergraduate program also, like industry people also they're coming and taking a training, like every table one robot. Even they have tied up with the like a Dayton University. A lot of universities Yaskawa tied up to do the research and development activity. This is the STEM software as well as the hardware. Different courses we are conducting, actually. It's all based on the current update in technology. Like we are talking about IoT, Industry 4.0, everything. Even globally, the school students are started nowadays because of the global increasing of the robots. This is the STEM simulation software. We are also starting a simulation online, offline training programming, and Yaskawa Academy having a learning management system. They call like LMS for school and engineering college students and all. This is called like LMS for colleges, engineering school, vacation centers, workforce development, industries people also. They are coming and taking the training. We not only training like welding, different application like welding, painting, and we are tied up with the universities also who's interested, so that we can do some value add, and we want to take up the R&D like research and collaboration. So that point we want to interest. We are also looking in India to develop this kind of university where we can have a research and collaboration activity and all. This is like a merit also one of the program, like merit is basically they train to the trainers, faculty trainers. There is a separate training it is there for undergraduate certificate for industrial users as well as the education faculty members and all. We call like a train the trainer programming activity. And we have a Yaskawa, there is like we are talking about now IoT linked with a lot of softwares, offline software, simulation software. We are giving a software to colleges and all, like where the student can make their own simulation software, like a software development kit. We never sell to industries those kind of software, but we are giving to the only universities, engineering colleges for research purpose, so that student can have a more thought on the activity. So that kind of simulation softwares we are having a variety of softwares. These are the galleries where the program, our training centers and all. It's all different schools, colleges. This is all international, like Yaskawa Academy, Europe, US, Japan, and we have a lot of various institutions in globally, because Yaskawa is a global company and we tied up with a lot of institutions. So we connect with India also, different institutions, like overall interested. They can have a program of student exchange program, and they can visit their facility. You can visit their facility. They can have a collaboration. There is a lot of link. We give some lot of connection with the different various institution, actually. and this is in IISc Bangalore also. So these are the like Eskava India. We give some offering like we are supporting colleges to establish the center of excellence, and we do a lot of workshops, seminars, research and collaboration. And your students want to visit any industrial visits, we can collaborate because we have a very wide customer user database, and we take an internship also. We have tied up with our customer location, and we hire the people also. Lot of people, because wherever we supply the robot, I'm getting a ready-made candidate, because we used to go on some places taking the engineers, train the engineers. Now wherever we are supplying, we take directly placement also, and we connect with the customers also. Engineering consultancy, whatever the new product, we are getting some fledgling different new application. We connect with the industry, with the direct colleges who are having our robot. They are doing some research for new applications and all. For example, foundry, fettling application, deburring application, vision related application. The students having a direct live industrial projects. That way we connect, visit to international robotic exhibitions. Wherever there is kind of exhibitions are there, Eskava is arranging a visit for your students, faculty members. In our facility also in Japan, we have a mechatronic lab, robotic centers, training center. You very good to visit those centers. You will see live mechatronics, how it is happening and all. They'll have a drive, robots. They're very. We have established them one village called like a robotic village. Very good to visit for education people. This kind of demo cell also we used to give like an industrial process cell. It is like a two robot supplied along with that the conveyor we do with the from input conveyor, the how the robot is taking, how it is assembled in table, then how it is giving output. We give one mandrel, the robot having a gripper, how the component is loaded, and the servo float, how it is working. Like a human is having a wrist, how the robot with that, and communication between the PLC, how the digital communication is happen. Welding robot also we are giving. This is a one small education cell, demo cell, where we supplied a lot of colleges, Tyagaraja Engineering Colleges, Hindustan University, a lot of places. So that student, we are not only selling a robot, actually, we are showing a complete industrial process. Overall studying, they go out, they will see this kind of same process only in the market, any customer place. How robot to communication, HMI, PLC, conveyor, synchro motion, how it is working, gripper, how it is taking pick and place, welding, how it is happen, automatic clamping, cylinder, complete cell. This kind of setup only we are establishing. So overall coming out, we are giving a connection directly to the industry. Like a JBM hired 20 people from Hindustan University, Tyagaraja colleges. We have all the places. So we know where we are selling a robots, where the big demand for the manpower, for the robot operator. Robot also need a man to support making a program, servicing, maintenance the robot. So this is what we are giving actually a sample model. And these are the colleges where we have already supplied in India robots, ITA and all. And internationally also, like Sri Lanka, we supplied Jayavatna Engineering College, and UK we supplied the Glasgow, Dayton, USA. A lot of international university colleges and all we supplied. We established the research and collaboration center. In India, we connect with those university with our Indian engineering colleges, university, how it is connected and all. This kind of value added support we are doing activity, and we are giving a direct Eskava also planning to do some online training also. We have a different location where we have a demo robot training center facility. We want to use as a same way Eskava Academy on the certification courses also. Very soon we will start. We want to tie it up with the colleges like a CIT kind of thing. Like we are discussing with their management also. They are interested. We can connect, because going further, we saw, I personally I saw more than 10 plus year. There is a huge demand in the robotic area. Doesn't matter like which department we are coming from, mechanical or electrical, triple E and all. Every department it is a mandatory. That's what it's going on right now. So that's it from my side. So anybody want more information about robots or about some applications, how the training activity and all, you can contact your management team. They will write a mail to me. I'll support you. Anybody want to visit Yashkava facility also, or India Yashkava centers, or any customer you want to take up some internship, some visit, we are ready to support you. Our management is agreed to provide the support to you. So that's it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for a nice informative session.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sir, you can come on normal mode, sir. Sir, we will take some questions. How about the use of such robots in present day, especially in chemical fields like petroleum industries?
Petroleum industries, actually, we have a special robots for painting also, welding also, totally different robots. Painting is explosion proof. So the same way chemical industries, we prefer like a foundry furnace. Near to the furnace the robot is working, that the temperature is very high. The same way, different application, we have a different robot where the robot manufacturing process itself different. Explosion proof robots we are using.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Participants, if you have any questions, you can raise your hands. Sir, another question we have, sir.
Yeah.
So, what is the maximum temperature with which a robot can work?
That's what I said. The normal robot, it is like 55 normally.
Okay.
But we have a special production, they call like drip proof robots. Like a foundry and all, you will get a more temperature. For that temperature, we are having a different robot where the robot manufacturing process itself, like all the servo motor will be covered and special coating painting will be there to meet high temperature. Even furnace and all, it is very much high temperature. On that temperature, we have a different robots. We doesn't no limit actually. We have a different product for different applications actually.
Sir, another one question has been asked by Mr. Surya Mode.
Yeah.
Is the robots currently used in mining areas where human beings are not entertained?
Mining.
Yes, sir.
No, India it is not there, but globally there is a available. India mining industries we have not approached actually.
Okay, sir. Okay.
But globally, I know that there is robots are using those applications. India, because see, basically we are also never to do research, and if any new inquiry come, we are running against that order. If I do some research activity, I lost some 20-30 robot order because we always want a business. That's what we are connecting a new institution and all, like this kind of some inquiry come, new inquiry, where I don't want to do my R&D. I want to connect with the universities. Students can work those kind of. We will support you. Definitely, we will support directly. Japanese swimmer will, engineering person will collaborate. But our main motto, selling robot in automotive, it's a hard cake for us to increase our numbers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, another question. Sir, does your Yaskawa provide industrial training to students? If yes, how they can apply?
So normally, right now we tied up with the different universities. We are connecting with the via different university where we are selling our robots, and we handshake, we MOU, making a MOU with that university, and we are giving a training. Like we give the training to their faculty, and faculty members are giving a training to their student.
Okay, super.
And very soon, Yashkava also going to start directly, like Yashkava Academy. Because Yashkava, it's a global company. Whatever US is doing, Europe is doing, China, Japan, the same thing in India also. Soon we will also start a training, so that time they can approach directly also. But right now, all Yaskawa the industrial robots training is happening based on Yaskawa guidelines only. Different universities are there.
Okay, good sir, good sir. Sir, Mr. Ambrose has asked, sir, what are the things that I should learn if I want to work in robotics field?
See, basically, robotic. Earlier, the concept like overall finishing mechatronics students, they are the 100% fit for the robotic. Now, I told you already in my presentation. There's no department. Any platform is okay. Any department is okay. If you know the robot teaching, or you know advanced level of teaching, ladder editing, different subject is there in robotics. Basic teaching, advanced level teaching, robot programming. Basically, where the industry's demand is, they need a robot operator. They are hiring a people for robot operator, and they are hiring a people robot service engineer for the maintenance department, production department for the teaching. So, my suggestion: robot programming teaching, and industrial, not only robot, like a robot, it's like one part in industrial automation, like a PLC. Wherever we establish the center of excellence, it is coming a total package, some 2-3 PLC, SCADA, embedded technology, closing with industrial robots. So it's together. So robot side, you need to learn PLC, where you need to have an additional well capable, you will be making yourself as a good position, PLC, SCADA, HMI, with the robots. My suggestion.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you to CIT management. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
And please connect us. We want to work jointly with the CIT. Please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We will do it, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir. Participants, thank you so much. And thank you so much for being with us. So we had wonderful sessions today. So first session by Dr. Arnachalam from IIT Madras, then Dr. Sonal Babu, now Mr. Rajesh. So I hope this will open your eyes on Industry 4.0, and this will help you to get into the research or further learnings. And so please keep on visiting our childrensfortechnology.com/webinar. We'll give you the forthcoming webinars and all. And so we would like to announce that so Department of Mechanical Engineering has planned to conduct 1 week FTP on purely the fundamentals of mechanical engineering. So those who want to enhance their fundamentals in mechanical engineering can join with us. So that webinar is planned between June 1st to June 5. Totally 10 experts members from premier institutions are going to be called. So they are going to address on fundamentals of mechanical engineering. So purely on fundamentals. So even one who does not know mechanical also can get so many things from that. So experts will be from IIT, IITDM, NIT, and analysis. Okay, those who want to enroll, you can register. So registration form is already has been circulated. And for this particular webinar, your certificates most probably will reach within tonight. If you do not get within tonight, you can approach me by tomorrow. Thank you so much. Thank you. We will meet in some other occasion.